All right, well, the first step is that I'll start painting the light gray silver underneath the locomotive trucks, underneath the locomotive. And as I've said before in other drawing demonstrations, it's always a good idea to paint the light gray or silver before you paint red, which you can see there's going to be red touching up against the silvery light gray underframe, because if you were to paint the red first, the red can streak into the gray here that we're using. So I highly recommend painting the gray first. It's what I definitely do. Definitely want to put at least 2 coats of it. Pretty much even probably 3 coats. That way it covers more smoothly. See, I've already put 2. There's fill in a few areas. And what we can do is we can start to trim some of the red around the locomotive. Get a piece of paper. Start the do the horn, for instance. And this is what I described with the Q fans quite a while ago, is that the top of the Q fans, you can kind of see through them a little bit. Instead of them being totally solid. Kind of a little bit. There we go. Kind of have more of the there's the I and the Indiana Railroad. Then here's the going around the white number board. That white handrail. See, when we have to trim around these handrails and at the same time do the lettering, it's a little bit challenging. start to trim around letters. Takes a lot of focus. Part of it is that the more you, as you do it, you'll see that sometimes some of the lines of letters can look like the lines of doors as you trim along. That's actually one of the main reasons why we highlight them with red pen. Go around the Indiana Railroad logo. And you'll want to go around the number board. And as you get closer and closer to being done with the lettering, you can kind of feel yourself wanting to get ready to paint the engine. And with that, it's good to kind of keep remembering to trim around the white handrails and to kind of remember that, okay, this is the white stick. Sometimes I put like a little, like the tiniest little, like there, like a little, just the tiniest little splotch of red, so that when it's time to paint that, like I kind of know right now when I'm marking that, but as the pace of painting along happens, as I was saying, how it can be harder to see the doors of the engines. Like if you a little bit more see that there's red in there, it's a bit of a clue to yourself. Oh, okay, that's the red stripe and the white stripe. Because there's nothing more frustrating than getting that far along and then realizing, oh no, I'm painting the white stripe red and the red stripe white. keep getting the handrail moving along. And here's the little bottom where I said becomes red. Might as well get the 4004 while we're at it. And inrd.com. And then we basically just have the steps. And the plow. And then we'll be ready to actually put the paint on it in the next chapter. I want to go around the window. So you kind of see little details like that. Okay, so we'll basically be ready to put the actual red ink on to finish painting the locomotive. All right.